Yo, what's up? I'm Changa, and today I'm gonna be telling you how to get big very fast as a teenager. All right, and how to gain strength and not just lose fat, but gain strength and get a good physique. So, all right, let's get into it. So this was my physique around a year ago, um, and yeah. Oh, yeah, I was 98 pounds at something like 5 foot. Uh, but yeah, that was really bad. Um, and then I was doing calisthenics and stuff on and off. Uh, but really, that just doesn't work if you're trying to gain like a lot of size and you're trying to get big and a good physique. Unless you're on steroids, calisthenics just not really gonna do you well. So what I'd say is growing your upper back and your chest and your shoulders is gonna do you well. You think, oh, I just gotta spam biceps. And I used to do the same thing, all right? I used to spam biceps all the time. I used to spam my triceps, my biceps, my arms, because I thought that getting big arms would make me big. But it does not. Turns out it's benching and doing different variations of pull-ups. All right, different variations of pull-ups are goated. You want to do your close grip, your mid grip, and your wide grip. And these different ones will target different parts of your back. It's how I built my back. My back is my best part of my physique, in my opinion, like by far. Um, yeah, it's crazy. Chest is also a big one. Right now, my bench is sitting around 245, 250, kind of leaning. We'll do another video on how to get your bench up, but right now it's just how to get a good physique, how to just gain strength in general. So yeah, upper back, shoulders, just lat raises, your lat raises, your like sort of curled front raises, those are nice too. Shoulders, yeah, that upper back, just shrugs, bent over barbell rows, and your different variation pull-ups. For chest, bench, incline bench, dumbbell bench, and probably some flies too. If you have a pec deck, use a pec deck. It's just flies, but like more tension, just better. Yeah, that's what I do. Except I don't have a pec deck because I have a home gym, and I also have an apartment gym, so I don't really have crazy machines. I just have dumbbells and free weights. So yeah, that's what I do. Yeah, so that's for the workout section. Just do those things. Oh yeah, don't neglect your legs. Just for legs, just do barbell squats, leg press. But I prefer barbell squats because, come on, leg press. All right, bro. And don't forget to train your calves. I know that they're the untrainable muscle, but they're actually not. You can train them. Jay Cutler, he had that story about his sister saying like, "Hey, your upper legs are really good, but I mean your calves not great." And he started training he started training his calves, and he has some of the best calves in bodybuilding history. So know that. Now, rolling into the diet segment, all right? For your diet, I recommend counting your calories. Like, it's not a specific calorie count that you need to meet, all right? Depending on your height, different calorie count will work. I get like 3,000 to 4,000 a day. I'm like 5'6", 5'7". And it just works for me. I mean, I'll be eating a lot a day, but that just works, And if you're like 5'4", maybe eat like 2K. If you're like 6 foot and you want to put on weight as a teen, your metabolism is, you gotta realize this, your metabolism is insane as a teen. You're just passively burning so much of it off. Like, just So pretty much, you're gonna have to eat a lot more than like a fully grown adult is to gain weight. You're gonna need to eat like 5K. If you're 6 foot, 5K minimum. If you want to get like, big and jacked, But also big part I'd recommend for getting jacked is just being short. Being short is really good, and I count short as, well, short to average height. So like from like 5'3" to like, I want to say 5'8" is the best range you can be at to gain like size and to be built like you're like a sculpture, like to be built big as a teen and require less training. As I said, I may have said it, but I believe I've only been training with weights for a year and a half. I put on 60 pounds of muscle in a year and a half, just weights, and mostly just free weights or body weight exercises, and just eating a lot. It's all about the eating. Of course, supplementing, creatine. I use creatine, essential amino acids, protein powder, a lot of protein powder, a little bit of mass gainer if I just can't get in my calories for the day, and I also use pre. I use like not too much caffeine because I don't want to die, but I have ADHD, so caffeine barely even works anyway. So it's mostly just beta-alanine. Beta-alanine really does work just for anyone. So if you take beta-alanine, that's gonna work. Maybe take some nitric oxide, but don't abuse that. Also, it tastes terrible like the powder form, so it's a trade-off. And yeah, I mean, aside from all those things, let's transfer in to the next segment, the mindset. So now to this segment, the mindset. The mindset is such a big part of this, all right? If you want to pursue getting a good physique, maybe powerlifting, maybe bodybuilding, maybe power building, a little bit of both, or maybe a lot of both, It's about the intensity, and it's about your mindset. If you think going into the gym hurts and you don't want to be in the gym, you probably have low test. I mean, that's just a fact. If you don't like being in the gym and you don't want to be there, and you just don't want to work hard, like lifting weights, doing a sport, if you just don't like working hard physically, that's a terrible mindset. Maybe start taking caffeine, maybe boost yourself up, and get it in your head that you like going to the gym. I have always just liked going to the gym. I've always loved going to the gym. Maybe not so much cardio because, I'm a little bit fat, but, yeah, I've always loved going to the gym, and I hope that never changes, it always could. And for the next part, how it always could, don't have any expectations. And that's the thing that you should just have in life in general. Never have any expectations. Don't make them bad. Don't make them good. Don't have any expectations at all, because then your expectations can't be let down. And your mindset's not completely messed up from the bad, if you expect it to be bad. If you expect something to be bad, even if it's good, you're still gonna think, oh, this sucks. If you expect something to be good and it's not, it's gonna be such a letdown. But if you don't expect anything at all and you don't go in blind, you plan it out, you hope, but you don't expect that to come to fruition. All right, you gotta go in there not expecting anything, because then your expectations will be shattered because you don't have any. If you go in there with no expectance to get any physique at all, and you do gain muscle, you're gonna love it a lot more than if you were expecting to become Sam Sulek within like your first 3 months of training. A lot of kids go in there doing that, and they come out and they're like, man, I don't want to do this anymore. It hurts, and and I thought that was gonna get big. And yeah, for some people, they're outliers, all right? Usually, it's probably gonna take you like 2-3 years to even get a little bit jacked, all right? For me, I'm an outlier, all right? I just have a really good genetics. I have exceptionally good genetics, and that's really carried me through this. And also hard work. I go to the gym every day, except for on Sundays, because it's not good to have no rest days. but I go to the gym pretty much every day. I would do the Arnold split. I work out. Well, no, I don't do the Arnold split, but I do it how he does it. I work out twice a day, for 6 days a week. And it just works for me. I have high tests, so my recovery is just like that. I gain a ton of muscle, and I got decently good proportions for now. And you know, I'm not gonna ask for more. I mean, I'm gonna ask for more muscle, but I'm not gonna ask for it. I'm gonna train for it and train hard. Don't expect it anymore, but I hope that I will. And that hope is what drives me to become better and to better myself as a person and a physique. And we're going to end on that right there. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. If you did not enjoy this video, I'm very sad and would like to see why you didn't enjoy it in the comments. Comment Apple for 5,000 years of good luck. Bye now.